Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. It's approximately 9:30 a.m. and I'm on my way to Costco to try to get some, hopefully, make some money today. I ain't do too good yesterday, so hopefully today is better. On my little Instacart part-time gig, right? And if you're watching this video, I really need your help. Can you please hit the like button? It is very important for my channel. I know a lot of y'all don't think nothing of it, just watching the video. You might like the video, don't think to hit the like button ain't no big deal. It's a big deal. The like button lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content and they'll show it to more people. There are millions of people out here with videos trying to get their videos seen. YouTube ain't gonna push everybody. So in order for your video or your channel to get promoted, the like button let YouTube know that y'all rocking with me. So if you are rocking with me, if you support me, if you like what I'm doing, please hit the like button to show just your appreciation. I appreciate that. If you want to send some money, that's fine too, but I appreciate the like button and the fact that you took time out of your day to watch my video. I appreciate that. So with that being said, today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, right? And I was sitting around thinking, like, what am I thankful for? Well, I'm thankful for a lot of things. But I wanted to dig a little deeper. What something that you're really thankful for, something that's a big deal, right? And so I thought about the fact that I didn't have my father, right? No, he's not dead, he's living, but I didn't have him. And I'm thankful for the fact that despite not having my father, I still turned out all right. I made it without it. So I'm thankful for that. So this video is kind of like, I'm gonna let y'all into my little conversation with my dad, right? It's an imaginary conversation. I didn't really have this conversation with him because I don't see him. But this is just my imaginary conversation with my father. Well, I ain't gonna call him father, with my dad, whatever you want to call him. The man that busted nut in my mama and brought me here. That's all. That's just as plainly as I can say it. But so this is like, the title of this video is Dear Daddy, I Needed You. And to any women that's watching this video, it's going to help explain how there are so many man boys out here nowadays. And at one time I was one. I had to grow into being a man on my own. And a lot of men that you're looking at, or that you might be with, you saying, man, this man is immature. This is a man boy. I'm going to tell you how that happened, how they got like that. Because I was once one. And some of us reach maturity and manhood at a different stage because we happen to figure it out on our own. So just imagine a doctor, some guy trying to be a doctor, right? He ain't never been to medical school. Or a guy trying to be a lawyer, he never been to law school. But he trying to teach himself how to be a doctor. He trying to teach himself how to be a lawyer. He don't know shit about medicine, don't know shit about being a lawyer, about law, but he gonna teach himself anyway. What kind of lawyer or doctor you think they gonna turn out to be? Horrible. So just imagine a boy with no experience with being a man trying to teach himself how to be a man. How's that gonna turn out? I'll tell you. You're gonna end up with a man boy. a boy in a grown man's body, because he had to teach himself how to be a man, or he had to rely on a woman, which is his mother, which ain't no way. A mother can raise a strong boy, whatever, but ain't no way a woman can teach a boy how to be a man. It's impossible. I don't care what you strong, independent women say. It ain't happening. We need strong men in our lives. And ladies, it's not your fault that the men not there. Because no matter if you and the kid's father didn't work it out, it didn't work, it ain't your fault that deadbeat left. It ain't a devil in hell can keep me away from my son. So I ain't hearing no excuses about why my father wasn't there. So let's get that out the way. Now, as I was saying, a lot of women out here are with the product of men that were boys teaching themselves how to be men. And they're still boys because that's all they knew how to be. Or they were taught how to be men by other boys that didn't have fathers. You know, the gang members, their friends, their homeboys. They didn't have fathers either. But that's who you came up with, and they're teaching you how to be a man, even though they don't know how to be a man. But you not being a man, you're not able to discern the fact that they don't know no more than you know. So you taking their advice as a boy. You taking their advice, their guidance. Not knowing they guide you right out the cliff that they about to go over. But you don't know it. Because you didn't have any guidance. You didn't have no man there to teach you how to be a man. To teach you how to be there for your family. To teach you how to provide for your kids. To teach you how to treat your woman. To teach you how to get a woman, how to approach a woman, how to talk to a woman. Ain't taught you nothing. You had to figure it out and learn it on your own. You had to go through this jungle called life with a pocket knife, not even a machete, to chop down the bushes and the weeds to get through the clear path. You had to go through the jungle called life with a knife, an rusted dull blade knife that you found on the ground. You trying to cut through this jungle with that. No guidance, no leadership, no nothing. Because your father dipped. Dear Daddy, I needed you. So, when I was in the neighborhood, broke, my mama broke, and my homeboy suggested that I sell crack because we broke as shit. The light's about to get cut off, and I got holes in my shoes. Dear Daddy, I needed you. I needed you to tell me, don't do that, son. I needed you to tell me, son, if you do that, I'm going to whoop your ass, son. Because I probably would have balked. But you as a man, as a father, would have known how to get me back in check. And said, son, you're going to go to work. Because in the long run, son, you'll come out better working than you will being out in the street with them drugs. I needed you, Daddy. My first girlfriend, when I didn't know how to talk to her, and I was afraid to approach her, and my self-esteem was low because I thought I wasn't good enough. I needed you, Daddy. I need you to tell me how to talk to Ann, the lesser Hector. I needed you to tell me what to say to her, how to approach her. I needed you, Daddy. But I had to figure it out on my own, so I walked up to her and said some stupid shit, and she laughed at me. And my ego and my spirit was crushed for years after that because I didn't know what to say. I said some stupid shit that a little boy would say instead of something that a grown man could have taught me what to say. I needed you, Daddy. I really did. So I went years being taught by the street niggas that women ain't shit. You don't buy them shit. You don't do shit. You talk to them like this. You don't respect them. You fuck everything moving. You don't be faithful to your girlfriend, to your wife, or whatever. You do whatever you want to do. And she better not say a word about it. You talk to him in the kind of way you want to talk to him. You didn't tell me that, Daddy. I had to learn that from D Black. I had to learn that from Monkey C on the street. How to treat a woman. They don't even know how to treat women. Because they ain't had no father to teach them either. So here I am, relationship after failed relationship after failed relationship, failed marriage. I needed you, Daddy. But hey, maybe you couldn't give what you didn't have. But how am I giving what I didn't have? Because I'm giving it to my son. So that's no excuse, baby. I'm not accepting no excuses. I forgive you, Daddy, because you are human. This is just to let you know I'm not putting you down. I'm not angry or hurt anymore. This is just my letter to you to just let you know how I felt coming up without you. When I used to look at the other little boys going to the park to play football, and their fathers taking them, teaching them how to play, giving them the confidence to play, showing them what to do. When they get ran over, if they miss a tackle, give them confidence to get back up and do it again. I didn't have that. I'm at home in the front yard by myself, playing with my Diggity dog toy, while the other little boys at the park playing football. So here I am, I grow up, fast forward to high school. I'm 6'4", 225 pounds in high school, and I run a 4.5 40. I'm on the football team, and I'm on the bench, because I don't know how to play at all. The most gifted, naturally talented player on the team, all my coaches said, boy, why you can't play? I needed you, Daddy. I needed you. But you had your own life to worry about, right? You had your own things you wanted to do. Like, smoke weed, hang out with your fellas. Maybe you needed your daddy. So that's why I ain't mad at you today, because maybe you didn't have yours. But that's still no excuse, because I didn't have mine. And I'm still there for my child. Like I said, ain't a demon in hell can keep me away from my child. Even though I didn't have a father, he's not going through that. It's all about your character, Daddy. So, ladies, if you're wondering why, and I'm not telling you stay with him, I'm just telling you, just to have a little understanding of why you here with why this grown-ass man acting like a little boy. Because inside, he is a little boy. He's a doctor that taught himself how to be a doctor. That ain't gonna work. He's a boy, he's a man that had to teach himself how to be a man. Don't work like that. A boy cannot teach himself how to be a man. But, through the grace of God, it takes longer, but life, God himself will teach that boy how to be a man. But it's going to take time. Some of us learn and grow and figure it out later than others. But at some point in time, if we survive, we will come into manhood. I did. I think I am one hell of a man right now. But I didn't start out like that. I was a little boy in a grown man's body. I was a womanizer, drug dealer, drug user, lazy. I was a grown boy. I needed you, Daddy. But hey, I just want to let you know, wherever you may be, that I still made it. I still turned out all right. Any young man out here listen to this video, I understand what you're going through. You don't have your father. I remember being in the weed spot and my father ride through to buy some weed. And I was like, damn, look at my father. I'm finna go speak to him. And I walked up to his car and I said, hey, how you doing? And he waved me off, told me to get away from his car, so he already bought some weed. So my father didn't know that I was his son. He thought I was just one of the little jokers in the neighborhood coming to sell him some weed. Didn't know I was his son. Standing there looking just like him. I felt this big. So young man, I know how you feel. Old man, I know how you feel. You grew up without your father. You had to figure this thing called life and manhood out on your own. You had to listen to some clowns. They don't mean no harm, but they ain't know no better either, because they ain't had no father either. You ended up gangbanging. You ended up being a drug dealer. You ended up in and out of prison. You ended up beating on your woman. You ended up not knowing how to treat your woman. You ended up being insecure, jealous. I understand. But from this point on, from henceforth and forevermore, however that saying goes, we can no longer live with that demon. It's time to grow up. Time to grow up. If you haven't already grown up like I have, it's time to grow up. No more daddy gone. Daddy gone. Let him go. Forgive him. Move on. Figure this thing called life out. Find some people, some men. They ain't got to be your family members, but you can look at them and tell they got their shit together. They doing it right. You may be fucked up, but you're looking at a guy or a man that's doing it right. You ain't got your father. You go to that man. No shame in your game, because you trying to survive in this world. You go to that man that you see got his shit together. He might not come to you, cause he might be scared, especially if you're a youngster. The old school cats ain't really rocking with y'all cause you're so disrespectful. But all y'all, so we scared to deal with some of y'all because we thinking all y'all like that. We're not able to pinpoint which ones is good, which ones ain't. So if you one of them good ones that want to find your way and do it the right way, go find you one of the old school cats. You see them. They could be anywhere. Walk up to them and tell them, hey, look, can you help me be a man? Can you teach me how to be a man? I need you. I needed my father, but he wasn't there. And I don't want to die here on these streets like I am. Find your old school cat, whether it be on a job. It could be anywhere. You can look at that dude and tell he got his shit together, and I wouldn't mind being like him. Go ask him to teach you. You'll be surprised how flattered he would be. The fact that you came to him like that. You ain't came begging, let me borrow something. You ain't came trying to rob him. You came to say, hey, look, I want to learn how to be a man. I ain't had nobody to teach me. Can you help me? You'll be surprised. So ladies, on behalf of the man boys, I apologize for all the pain and suffering you had to go through because of our fathers wasn't there. But hold on, baby. It gets better. Because we do grow up. Can you hang in that long enough? I'm not telling you to do that. That's on you. That's your decision. I'm just explaining to you what happened. How did he get like this? He was a boy trying to teach himself how to be a man. Daddy, I needed you. Happy Thanksgiving.